This past one was an embarrassing week for some members of the mainstream media, as two of the big stories they talked about and covered extensively turned out to be false. MSNBC and CNN spent 53 minutes and 20 seconds, and the network spent just over 19 minutes on the confrontation between those Covington Catholic high school students and Native American protesters. That story coming after the network spent 27 and a half minutes on BuzzFeed's report that said President Trump directed Michael Cohen to lie to Congress. MSNBC and CNN mentioned impeachment in relation to the report 179 times on Friday alone. But then the Mueller team released a rare statement saying the BuzzFeed report was inaccurate. Here to discuss what is apparent media bias is the senior news producer for the Daily Signal and visiting fellow at the Independent Women's Forum, easier for me to say, Kelsey Harkness. Kelsey, good morning to you.
Great to be here.
Why the rush to judgment?
I think the answer to that question is very simple. Many members of the press have hated Donald Trump from the start, since he decided to run for president. And I don't say that lightly, but I think since he decided to run for president, members of the media have been on a mission to prove themselves right. And in the process, they've started to believe their own fake news. And what I think all of the media needs to realize right now, especially in light of what happened this weekend, is that fake news has real consequences. Just imagine if there were no hour, 2 hour long videos that could exonerate these high school boys,
right.
Their lives could be ruined. And imagine if the special counsel didn't come out and make this statement. I imagine many members of Congress and the media would be pushing still to impeach President Trump. Fake news has consequences.
And Kelsey, when you look at it, though, it seems like this fake news, particularly these two stories, they both aim in one direction, don't they?
Absolutely, and I think that's why a lot of conservatives and Trump supporters have such an issue with the media. And in many ways, this is proving President Trump right when he calls the fake news the enemy of the people, because these so-called mistakes only fall in one direction. And that direction is always in some way that is harmful to the president and his deplorable supporters.
There you go. All right. Kelsey Harkness from the Daily Signal. Kelsey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Straight ahead, more on the breaking news out of Kentucky. That Catholic school has canceled their classes this morning after the viral confrontation in Washington. One mother who went to the march as a chaperone says the students were targeted. She joins us live.